Good evening, and welcome to Psychic the Plans. I'm Aeson Knight, and of course, I'm sitting down with Operations Manager, co-host, and any other hat I decided to put on his head. Tacky Joe, how are you, darling?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
Oh, dealing, functioning, processing, chewing into a new book, the normal fun shit.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go.
All right, so we're at my review time. What I mean by that is I've been reviewing the standard schedule we put in.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought we would talk about how we come up with our schedule. Like, a lot of people don't get that, I am currently not on a contract where someone tells me when to work. Like, I could work anytime I want to.
Okay.
Like,
Well, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. And that takes off onto this, but when do you work? What I mean by that is, how do you, coming into the business or coming into the network scene, figure out when to work?
Well, and a lot of it also becomes like it's a two-parter. It's like when works on the network,
Right.
it is an important part of the equation.
Right.
But also when works in your life, because the life part is kind of the important part.
Right. And I think a lot of people get confused with that in your life period. And for a very long time, I was confused. And I mean, we were tracking 24-hour cycles, and it was a nightmare. So
it was a lot.
Yeah.
But it also helped to figure out like what did work, what could work.
Right.
So I'd say more than most people, like you've had the opportunity to really look at a 24-hour day, all 7 of them,
right,
and figure out what's the time.
Right.
Like a lot of people just get like, this is your work. You work from this time to this time. That's your option.
Right.
Work or don't.
Right.
Work or don't.
Mm-hmm.
Versus you can kind of come in and go, okay, there's a band of time that really works for me to work in terms of the job.
Right.
And then, okay, but what does that do in my day?
Right.
And does that work for Monday? Does that work for Wednesday? Does that work for Sunday?
And then we went to standard scheduling, and because they asked that, one of the projects I'm on, can you set your schedule for a month?
Yeah.
Sure, I can set my schedule for a month. But I review my schedule around the third week of each month for the next month, and then begin putting it in place, because the network measures a lot of things on 7 days, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Part of that is looking at my time. But now I've decided that I'm only tracking between 5 p.m. and 8 a.m.
Okay.
Because I get my best rest in the mornings. I am a natural night person. So then that comes into heat mapping. And that's what this is. I'm going to see if I go over here. Go over. If I can fight with this computer. How's that? Is that increasing in size?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's decreasing.
Let's go up here. So this is when calls have occurred within the past 90 days. Yep, every little call. It's on a big call sheet. It's a green box if one call came in during that hour.
Okay.
Okay. Looking at my time. And I don't get this why on Tuesday at 4:30 there hasn't been a call in 90 days. I don't, that's not my importance. My importance, however, is the space where there are calls, where there are connections.
Mm-hmm.
And then balancing out between my life needs, my purple blocks, which are my shows, and also what I need. We are now moving into the fall. I need a lot more rest in the fall. I know this. You know this. I also need a lot more downtime because it's fall, it's cold, it's yucky. The weather can't make up its mind what anything and everything is doing. Hey, Brenda.
Hey, Brenda.
So we started looking at this, and I'm like, I need a nap. Like this, no nap life isn't kicking it for me. No. I also started looking at productivity, and my productivity drops about 3.5 hours in. I mean, if we look at these blocks, literally it's about every 3.5 hours, things start dropping.
Okay.
So with that, I began working on a new schedule that we're going to try for a month. I can find the right box. There we go.
There you go.
All right. So this is the messy side of it. This is next week. There are some events next week that normally would blow up my whole planner. Because this is flexible, it isn't doing that. It is, however, bringing things into focus. It's messy. It's scratchy. This is like the third one that I didn't throw at the wall. I think it's very, very aggravating when you're trying to fit in naps, shows, appointments, and we'll get to it when I show you my dailies. That one of my appointments is at 2 p.m. and it's a monthly call that I'm a part of, and it's like, no. But this is life. This is what it looks like on a busy week. And then we refine it a little and we make it a little bit more prettier to put up on the wall because this will drive me crazy.
Yes. It doesn't, it's a great planning.
Right. It's a
stage. Pardon?
It's a stage in planning.
Right. And that's what I was going to say is it's great for planning and figuring out, okay, what works where and just kind of scratching it down. But then to actually have to live with it.
Right.
It's like, no, you need something to look at all the time.
Yeah. So this is a little bit better. Mm-hmm. Is it perfect? Is all the lines perfect and straight and all that? No. But it's okay.
Yeah.
And it fits in everything I need for me right now. Is this where I'm going to be next month? No. Naps may need to be longer. Naps may, the network may shift and I need to shift. But for now, 5 to 7 is what I'm managing. The rest of it, I can sleep, I can clean house, I can binge watch TV. Mm-hmm. And that's all okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, looking a lot better.
Yeah.
Hey, Emily.
So how does this turn, what does this turn into? Because this sheet looks nice. It's, next week I'm not going to have a gallery reading on Saturday. We're not going to have the energy overview on Saturday. This insane Wednesday isn't going to be there. That's all okay. What stays the same and what I'm tracking to stay the same is the work blocks, because that's the continuity. That's the connectivity. The Tuesday work block isn't labeled, but it's probably going to happen anyhow.
Okay.
Because I have to be up at 2. But if I have a commitment at 8:30 that morning, then I'm going to go ahead and work that time. That's the reason I haven't gone ahead and filled it in here, but I did in my planner.
Okay.
All right. So let's flip into the planning life. Okay. This is the dashboard. This is like final, everything goes here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, we got modern, we got all the shows, all the work blocks. We don't have the personal like naps and sleep times and dinner times, because those are already built in, not at this level. Like, the only thing I'm looking at is what I've got to get done. Of course, it's color coded. And then we move into laying out the week. What am I tracking? I'm tracking my tasks, anything additional I need to know, and tasks I need to get done or set up for, and then deposits, because this is the microscope full force for open.
Oh, very nifty.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
So, and then Wednesday, I'm up at 1 in the morning, or 1 in the afternoon for this call. It's a very busy day. I'm going to have these about once a month when it's just slam packed. And I've decided to start going live at 8:30 on Wednesdays on TikTok. Got to figure out how to schedule it. I believe there's a way we can schedule it in TikTok Studio. We will see. But I've also got to do some press on that so that there are people there to talk questions on top management, on psychic business, all that. On readings. We'll be doing readings over there too. Well, I'll be doing readings because I haven't figured out how to get you on there unless you're sitting right beside me.
Well, yeah.
Right. So Wednesday's going to be a very busy day. Thursday, I go back into pattern. Friday, I'm back in pattern. Saturday, another busy day, but I'm still in pattern. Like, the first thing I've got is the gallery reading at 6 p.m. And we've got to get the press out on it. And, so all that's got to go on. And the energy overview and the nap and the work and the lunch and the gym. But I'm not reducing my priorities. Okay. I'm not reducing my goals. I'm just making, like, scoping the window down to, this is the only thing I care about. 9 a.m. I don't care about. I'm not planning for 9 a.m. because I should be asleep at 9 a.m. Does that make sense? And what's your forethought here? Because you've been through these transitions.
Well, I know that, like, especially this week and with that Wednesday and the call and the thing. I know that's going to be a really hard Wednesday to start a TikTok live on. So I think that's probably my biggest concern. It has to do with Wednesday. Plus making sure that, like, I have notes.
Right.
Because alarms don't work for you.
No.
So let me actually. Oh, great. All right. Sorry, the 23rd. I have a client thing that day.
Okay.
I don't have to leave the house for it. It's just one of those, like, ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so 3:30. because like your general wake up has been 4 p.m.
Right.
And so when we have days like Thursday, when you have your trainer, which I haven't gotten used to that yet, so I just put a note to wake you up at 3:30 on Thursday, and then remember to make sure you're up by 1 on Wednesday.
Right.
So,
yeah. And I'm just flipping through these books to see if there's anything I'm ever likely to use in them. And there isn't. So these can just go away.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So 5 books are leaving today.
I apparently have an appointment that I put into my phone that did not make it to the guys, I gotta say, the one thing I'm hating about iOS has got to be the fact that when you add appointments, it wants to, or mine does, it wants to default to the internal phone calendar, which goes nowhere.
Right.
So then I have these moments where it's like, now I have an appointment on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like, where is it? And it's like, oh, it's on my phone.
Right.
So that means I probably also have an appointment in April that I currently will not be seeing. So let me see if I can remember when that one is and fix it now before it blows up in my face later. Oh, what was that? 16th? Yes, it is the 16th, but that one went on the right calendar. Okay, cool. I don't know why iOS does that. Like, I don't follow.
I don't either. Like, it's been a problem.
And
continues to be a problem with iOS and you and me. There's a few things I don't like about the iOS ecosystem.
Yeah.
Because it'll lose things. It files them in weird places. And I think that's why when we tried to get me into an iPad to do the digital system, it just didn't work. Like, it didn't work within my ecosystem. And the value, and that therefore took away its value.
Right. So, but yeah, we'll make it through.
Yeah, we make it through. And we, learn, that we got to stay in some ecosystems. And then other ones, it's just like, no, we're not going there. You can go there. But that doesn't mean that everybody has to be there. And I think that's sometimes hard when you're like building into systems and building with people in systems.
Yeah.
Is getting everyone into a joint systems that are important. Like, I could probably do without a digital system. But I have digital systems for more than just appointments because it's easier sharing. And I don't have to do can you do Saturday? Well, what about next Wednesday? Like, I don't have to answer those questions. They're automatically answered.
Right. Well, and it helps when you also have to kind of rely on someone else to help you remember things.
Right.
Or to be up on time, or to be able to see ahead.
Right.
That, like, we're about to slam into an iceberg.
Right. and define the iceberg that it is and go, okay, let's remove that iceberg.
Yeah, like let's steer around that. That's not working.
Yeah, you know, and you know that was like the coming to Jesus moment on the naps. Is it's like, you're falling asleep at 10 p.m. and you're supposed to be working, and you're grumpy, and your energy ain't right. What's going on? You know, and having that discussion.
Right.
But no, I was in a discussion with the spiritual sanctuary, and we were talking schedules, and you know, because this retention thing seems to be like the hardest concept for people to get.
Okay.
Or to think through. And it's all about your consistency. You know, because you have some advisors that literally, excuse me, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. So yeah, consistency can be an issue definitely with the networks and with retention. As he was talking about, like we've seen that especially we've seen that really well with multiple like advisors working together, which the sanctuary is, to share information and tips and tricks and things, is that like even minor changes tend to go through and create a ripple effect. So like there he is.
Sorry, I had to go, you know, sneeze my head off.
Yeah.
But no, it's like they'll complain, and I know they take me as being, an asshole about it. I'm not getting any calls today. Okay. Well, what did you get 7 days ago? Or 30 days ago? Or 90 days ago? What's your call pattern? And they're like, I don't know. And it's like, you have to know. Like, 30 days ago, did you take a day off? Did you have a doctor's appointment?
Yeah, it was kind of awkward as a conversation with one of our clients, because like I was kind of looking through at their numbers, and I was like, oh yeah, you don't have any worries today. You're not going to have any. And they're like, what? And I'm like, well, didn't you have an eye appointment on this day every month for like 5 months? And they're like, well, yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah. I said, yeah, you've got a whole week. You're just going to be sitting there this week.
Yeah.
Is what that turned into. Because basically it was like, you know, the third Monday of every month or something, which became a real moving target of numbers.
Right.
So it was multiple Mondays, a third Monday or whatever of each month for many months in a row. And now it's like, it's a whole week that like you're going to have very low call volume.
Right.
Like I can't fix that.
Right.
Like all you can do is show up and sit there.
Right. And rebuild business. And, you know, those are great sales days. You know. All right. So this is my decor for this week on this. It's very simple. I'm filling in this boxes. My to-dos, I've got them throughout the planner, my priority list. That'll form probably tomorrow on what projects I'm focusing on. Bills to pay, we know it's AEP. Like that's the bill we got to pay. Buying, I'm not tracking in here. So this section probably can become decor too. again, I'm debating on whether I need this page next year or not.
Yeah, you've been talking about that one, that it's not quite doing
right. Well, it doesn't do it, because what I really need is just this page, and then like a notes page here, or boxes here that I can just lay stuff out in. And this is the problem with Dashboard. This is why they came out with Simplified, which is 2 weeks on 2 pages. I don't think I want to go there, because the time between 1 week and another week can be totally different.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So this is what I'm going through. I'm going to take a break, and then we're going to come in and see what Joe set up for next week. And then we're going to talk together about some things on like meal planning, because like Wednesday, it ain't happening.
Right.
All right. So let's go ahead and hit that break.
Okie dokie.
Love diving into metaphysical topics, psychic insights, and lively discussions? Now you can help keep the conversation going. By becoming a Patreon supporter of The Psychic Coffee Shop, you'll gain access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes insights, and special perks just for our patrons. Join our community and ensure that your favorite psychic show continues to thrive. Your support helps us bring more enlightening episodes, special guests, and deep dives into the world of the unseen. Become a patron today and enjoy a cup of wisdom with us every week. Click the link to join the baristas and unlock exclusive content. Thank you for your support.
Unlock your full potential with Aeson Knight's life coaching. Are you ready to take control of your life and manifest the future you deserve? Aeson Knight, a seasoned life coach and master psychic, is here to guide you on a transformative journey. Whether you're navigating personal challenges, career transitions, or seeking spiritual growth, Aeson's life coaching services offer tailored guidance to help you achieve your goals. With Aeson by your side, you'll discover the tools to overcome obstacles, embrace your true self, and create a life filled with purpose and fulfillment. His unique blend of spiritual insight and practical coaching empowers you to turn your dreams into reality. Ready to make a change? Book your session today and start your journey to a more empowered, balanced, and joyful life with Aeson Knight. Click the link to schedule your first session and step into your power.
Are you ready for an electrifying podcast experience that keeps you coming back for more? Join Aeson Knight every week as he takes you on a journey through captivating shows, each exploring unique and fascinating topics. And here's the best part. By subscribing, you'll never miss an episode where you can get your burning questions answered live on air, absolutely free. Whether it's relationship advice, career guidance, or mystical insights, Aeson's podcasts have got you covered. When you subscribe, you become part of a vibrant community, engaging directly with Aeson as he shares his wisdom and leaves you feeling empowered and enlightened. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and be part of the conversation. What you'll get by subscribing: Monday 5 p.m. Metaphysics. Today, soulful conversations with Aeson Knight and Firefly, exploring the essence of metaphysics in today's world. Tuesday 8 p.m. The Psychic Coffee Shop. Dive into current events with a psychic twist, featuring special guests and thought-provoking discussions. Friday 9 p.m. The Mountain Bears Podcast. Lively discussions from a gayish, techie-ish, bearish perspective with Aeson and Joe. Sunday 5 p.m., Psychic That Plans. Get a weekly tarot energy overview and time management tips from Aeson Knight. Click here to subscribe now and never miss an episode. By subscribing, you're not just tuning in, you're joining a community of curious minds and ensuring you're always in the loop with Aeson's insightful and interactive shows. Don't wait. Hit that subscribe button and get ready for an amazing podcast journey.
Ready for an enchanting journey of self-discovery? Join Lord Aeson Knight in our Wicca courses. Unveil the secrets of Wicca. Explore deity relationships, rituals, and more. As a third-degree high priest, Aeson Knight guides you toward empowerment and enlightenment. Enroll today and take your first step into the magical circle. Click the link to begin your journey.
Psychic Saturday. Get 50% off with Aeson Knight every third Saturday of the month. Don't miss out. Book now.
All right, welcome back.
Hey, welcome back. So, yeah, got the beginning of my week set up. So, of course, I've had the layout in. I went ahead and did all of that for October. So we've got the big things in place. Though I do have one, and it looks like you scheduled it.
Okay.
And that is 9:30 to 10:30 Second Life?
Yep, that's your Second Life birthday.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Res day, birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we've got that, and then I've of course got a telehealth this Monday. And then Tuesday, thankfully getting a spot removed off my ear. So, and works out pretty nice because that is sorry, I should slide. Sorry. But that is a psychic coffee shop with guest, so you guys won't have to see my bandaged ear very much.
Right.
I don't think it'll be that bad. If it's like the others, it's just going to be like a Band-Aid.
Okay.
Yeah. Like,
if
the joy of German.
Worse, we just may do the guests and be done.
Well, I'm sure it'll be okay. Like, I don't expect it'll be anything over the top.
Okay.
So yeah, like benefits of the dermatologist, and it's like a little cyst on my ear. So it shouldn't be all that much.
Right.
Like, they're already doing I might have a stitch.
Okay.
Like, singular. So.
All right.
Yeah, they're just going to, like, do the local anesthetic, like, quick injection, and then little. Yeah. Oh, so Brenda says Dr. Aeson will be happy to redo the surgery and fix it. No.
I had an idea about it.
Oh, what was your idea about it?
That you go industrial.
Oh, that I go industrial? Okay.
I was thinking maybe 2.5-inch disc.
No. Oh, would be funny. I'm sure they would have a ball with that. But
yes.
Nope, not going industrial. But yeah, so that's so far the two biggest things. Wednesday we've got some stuff going on, like you had said. My Thursday is actually going to be pretty wide open, least at current, and looks like about the same on Friday.
Right.
So yeah.
And then Saturday you have gallery reading.
Yeah, got to get that plugged in. Hadn't plugged that in yet.
And
energy overview. Yeah. So yeah, but other than that, it's pretty straightforward, normal week.
Cool. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I have the active week. You have just the support week.
Well, no, actually, what I need to do this week is make up for the fact that I've been down for 3 weeks. So yeah.
All right. So let's see. That's where you're at. That's where I'm at. All right, let's talk meals.
Okay.
All right. I think on Wednesday, you just need to go pick up something.
Okay, so we're doing takeout on Wednesday.
All
right.
And I need that at 6.
Okay.
All right. Monday needs to be an easy button because it's always a crazy day.
Yeah.
So TV dinner without the lecithin on it.
Listeria.
Or freezer meal, something to that effect.
Okay. So freezer meal Monday. So something quick and easy there. Tuesday. It's probably going to be a great crockpot day.
Yes.
If we can figure out what we want in a crockpot.
Okay. Maybe potato soup?
That's we haven't done that one yet.
No.
Of course, it's you wanting potato soup, so it's probably going to be like 95 degrees that day.
No. It won't.
Sorry, it's been a running gag with us. Is every time we want potato soup, our weather drastically changes and it's super hot. And it's like that's not potato soup weather.
Right.
You can't.
Okay. So then Wednesday's takeout.
Yeah.
Thursday. I'm open. Maybe a chicken dish.
Okay. All right. And then Friday?
Non-poisonous pizza.
All right. Ooh, if I can... Well, that's not going to hold. Okay, never mind. I don't know why I have this broken thought in my head that I'm going to run over on Mondays and get the pizza special at Kroger for Friday.
Yeah, honey.
And I've got to get it out of my head because it's a take and bake. It's not frozen. It's not going to help us.
Right.
So Emily says, I like watching y'all do these as they're not only relaxing, they help me get ideas for my own planning. Very cool. All right. So Saturday, again, crazy.
Right. Let's crockpot something.
Okay. Alrighty.
And then Sunday's leftovers. Like with all this crockpotting, there's going to be food in that fridge.
Oh, very likely. Cool.
Yep.
Well, that was quick and easy.
It is. Like we've gotten it down. We've gotten rid of the guilt of like, no, we don't have time to cook. Only thing that matters is it's not poisonous to me meals.
Yeah. Preferably not poisonous to me either.
That
like
would
Mama
be
Michelina, I'm looking at you. Okay, like I feel like I deserve a Mama Michelina apology.
In writing.
For the one time, I'm just like, oh honey, let's just simplify our lives this week. And since we're gonna be on the road and running everywhere and doing all this stuff, and we're just gonna be so busy, let's just pick up a bunch of freezer stuff. And you went, And so we went to the store, and I'm kind of a Mama Michelina whore. Because 99 cents
was.
Well, and I basically for like a week and a half ate a diet rich in listeria, and I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Like, so this has led to some issues with like. I thought I had the world's worst, like, sinus infection. Now I wonder if it wasn't, like, a little listeria on top of it.
Possibly. Low grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no, it wasn't enough to kick me over to think, wow, something is really wrong. But I was having moments.
Yep. Someone said after 3 days, please call the doctor. Please contact the doctor. But hey, what do I know? But no, like we've given up this idea that everything's going to be from scratch and it's going to be fresh cooked and it's going to be 4 courses and. You're building up your resistance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because that's not our lives. That's not our season right now. Will it be our season in 2 years, 4 years, 6 years? Yeah. Right now, it's not. Right now, it's like, did I eat today? Yes. Great. You get a gold star.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes it's just about, like, check the box.
Right.
Like, great meals are nice, but some days it's just check the box.
Right. You know, and we have a lot of food in the refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
And I really think that, like, cooking wise, we just need to be cooking like once or twice a week.
Well, at least till we thin some stuff down.
Right.
Yeah, Emily says, I'm lucky if I can manage that kind of thing on the weekend. I work 40 hours a week and my husband can't stand long enough to cook all day. Sometimes a deal at the deli works. Yes, it does.
Deli food's amazing.
Mm-hmm. And the Monday Kroger take and bake pizza, like save $2 thing,
right.
is kind of nice.
Right.
Like, those are really good pizzas.
They are. You know, or Pampered Chef, or no, it's not Pampered Chef. What is it? Home Chef. Those meals are great. You just grab them, throw them in the oven, you know, check it later.
Hey, sometimes that, like, as stupid as it sounds, and it is hilarious book title, a man, a can, and a plan is a meal.
Right.
It does count.
Right. Well, it's like the cleaning systems that I have done. I have done Fly Lady. I have done organized, distracted executive. I have done 100 different things. And finally, I went back to what I was doing in Princeton, which is I clean once a week.
Yeah.
On a dead time, normally Sunday mornings.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. If the dishes get washed, wonderful. If they don't get washed, wonderful. If the floors don't get swept, I don't have a wall of fur to go through anymore.
Right. Absolutely. But no, I mean, we get there eventually.
Yeah, we do.
Like, and sometimes that's the problem with it. I've always referred to it as the Martha Stewart problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think Martha Stewart and like Martha Stewart Living, if y'all remember from back in the 90s, and she had the little magazine, and like she had these whole, like, you know, Christmas starts in like October when you're collecting pine cones to make your wreath, and it was a whole thing. Like, it was months of activity leading into Christmas. And every other holiday. And it's like you sit there and all this stuff's pretty. It is. Right. It's pretty. That's not me.
Right.
One, like, I would like to have the pretty, but I don't have that kind of time, and nor that much interest. Like, I don't have 3 months of Christmas in me.
Right.
I just don't.
Right.
Like, if I start Christmas in October, I'm going to tell you by December 1st, I'm going to be like ready to commit felonies against Santa Claus.
Right.
So we're not doing that. But when you get into it, and it's like, there's just so much you can do.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's like, or you can just go to the dollar store and grab a couple of decorations and call it a fucking holiday.
Exactly.
Just
right.
You're done. So yeah, but so Emily goes on to say, the Food Lion in town will let me order 32 wings for $18 to $20. Also, sometimes I'll grab a $5 Sam's rotisserie chicken. Yes. Package of rolls and Bob Evans mashed potatoes, and everyone is happy. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
The more I've been looking at history, it was actually pretty rare for most people to have a full kitchen in their homes, especially in the city. Most middle and lower classes in towns and cities relied on walking to the bakery and deli and such to get their food, and rarely cooked.
Right. Yeah. Especially during the Industrial Revolution. Like, we really didn't get into the full kitchen, cooking every meal from scratch until we hit the Depression.
Well, yeah. And even at that.
Right.
Like that, what's technically considered actually more of a post-war thing.
Mm-hmm.
Technically.
Right.
And even then it was a major shift.
Mm-hmm.
And it was also a time in which, like, originally what you would have been expected to do post-war.
Mm-hmm.
And especially now that we had more women working.
Right.
But we also saw the erosion of, like, because it happened to more upper middle class and lower upper class.
Mm-hmm.
The erosion of domestic help.
Right.
So you no longer had a cook and a maid.
Right.
And so suddenly, like, there was an explosion of people who had never been in a kitchen, never been tasked with this,
Mm-hmm.
trying to figure it the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it was one of the highest times of food poisoning,
right,
in the home.
Right.
Because funny thing happened. Post-war is when we saw the explosion of chicken into a kitchen staple food item. And no one knew how to handle it properly.
Right.
So, like, there's I forget what that show is. It pops up in your feed all the time. The one where it's like the dangers in the home.
Oh yeah,
and it's like of the Edwardian home, of the post-war home, of the whatever home. Yeah, like she goes into real detail on that post-war period,
right?
And just how bad we were. Like not even 100 years ago, with like food handling was just like a brain explosion for us. We didn't know how to do it. We damn near killed ourselves.
Well, many people did. All right.
A lot of people got sick.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a look at this week. On the energy level. So we're going to have to be balancing some emotions, looking for the higher level of things, and focusing on our relationships. King of Cups. He kind of has to be, the balancer of emotions, the balancer of things. The Star is looking at the ideal. This is where we're headed, what we're doing. And then we have the Lover's card here that talks about that internal love within a relationship.
Oh, very cool.
Yep. So there'll be a lot of focus on relationships, a lot of focus on where the long-term goal is. And I'm going to say it's more than masculine energy is going to be looking at this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got to say, for an update to come through, that was the most awkwardly timed, but it could have been worse.
Yes.
So the look on my face just a minute ago was just as I got ready to write in the cards he pulled. My what is it? I never can remember. So yeah, the Good Notes. My brain blanked for a second. So Good Notes decided to update.
Oh, how lovely.
So yeah, it just closed and updated. And I'm just sitting there watching its little icon. Like, not now. Please not now.
Right.
Like, there's no stopping it. But thankfully it was quick and not in the middle of showing you guys my week.
Exactly.
So yay for that.
Right. So there we go. Great show. Real fun. We're going to see how this rocks. We'll do it for 2 weeks, and if it doesn't rock, then we'll change it again.
All righty. So, of course, we want to thank Beverly Walker, Mika G, Brenda, Joan Owen, Shannon C, Shannon D, Lady Gwendolyn, Caitlin Bell, Devin, Bella, and Maria Meyer. If you'd like to learn more about us, the show, or how you too can become a Patreon sponsor and receive all the wonderful benefits our baristas receive, please visit us at PCSPnetwork.com.
Yes, and Patreons be looking for the posts so that you can get registered for the gallery. Of course, you get free gallery access. Everyone else, the ad will go out and up for the gallery reading, and you can get your tickets there.
Yes.
All right. Awesome. So with that, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all.
Bye.